boy. Okay. All right. Hello. Coming hot off the heels of that solid transmuting gas. Putin. I gotta fix this. I should like line this up with the. No, never mind. Video. I get to yap about what I want to talk about now, even though I should really go take a nap because my brain hurts. So, let's do a little factory walkthrough real quick. Not too much. So I did the tour. Bad idea. That thing had changed it already. I don't even know why I ever do a tour, man. That's ridiculous. Not much changed here. I thought about trying to be more efficient with my goo, and I was like, man, I don't fucking care. Like, I just don't care. Factory working, as my boy says, the factory is working primo. Okay, it's working good. I'm not trying to min-max the production, so there's no need for me to actually like mess with anything besides how it looks. Like, does this 4-block look great? Yes, it does. Is that properly splitting? Splitters were messing up for me yesterday, but this seems to be working fine, so I'm not worried about it. I don't know why it was even messing up. I think I have to do it prio, but there's so little fluid going through there that prio is not going to get mixed up, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I redid some of the pipes around here. That's about it. Move this conduit out to make some space in here so I can do this little like U-shaped thing. That's about it. I didn't really do too much here. I need to fix these pipes out here. I don't like this bend that the Energen does. Like at all. And I don't even know why. Actually, why is that like that? Hold on. I feel like this, don't I? Because that should just be along the edge. Like here. Yeah, why did I have that broke? Whatever, bro. That's crazy. I probably said I was gonna fix it later. It's also funny, these gas tanks are just not needed, but I have them here anyway. Because I like the way they look. So, anyway. Did a whole lot. Actually, let me show you. You want to see in my full math here? My full notes? Bro. This is where I started. And I did a lot of incorrect math. But thankfully, where's the other part at? No, that's not it. I think I went back a page, didn't I? Yeah, I had to do some more stuff. This was like mess, right? But anyway, there's a lot of notes taken, a lot of brain hurt. But big shout out to Arflinier. Their answer, because they stepped in to actually like answer the question for me of like, hey, what's more efficient, fluid to gas or solid to gas? And their answer set me on the right path to like figuring this shit out, thankfully. So I'm very appreciative of that. Because I was kind of like yapping in my little Discord thread about it, and little homie Cheese showed up and was talking about it, and then Aiden's ex showed up, who is my fellow Pharmacy 14 refugee, showed up, and then Arflinger showed up, and they talked to me a little bit about it, so that was pretty cool. That was very helpful, because I was like, bro, where do I even start on this fucking answer, bro? Where do I start? Oh, I need to go back into that video in my thread and post my NCAD for this, so people can see it. I need to go do that as well. But anyway, I'll do it after this. So that was a rough video. But let's talk about factory. Let's talk about factory. Sorry, I'm not talking about that anymore right now. So Yingling Pass didn't get much change. Let me look at Marker Stone real quick. Y'all come with me. I was on vacation like the end of last week into the beginning of this week, and then through this week as I had to go visit me mum. I don't think I did anything here. Yeah, I just messed with like the amount. I messed with the amount of Hedonite. I was like, bro, make me even more Hedonite parts at an even slower rate so I'd never have to deal with these things. Like, they're so slow. I also I turned off the Pyrolite component. I just let this shit run now. Like, the overflow protection is working fantastically. Alright, so there's not much here. I do think we're going to get 2 more Cuprium veins, and if we do, I'm a little concerned on what their plan is, because the whole thing up till now, excuse me, has been your sewage is 2 of the lines going to SCW, right? And then the other 12 lines, or I'm sorry, 2 of them going to SCW batteries. However much extra goes to purification node, right? Or water treatment, but really purification node. But purification node can only take 12. So, like, even these two, they can't... Well, yeah, I think both of these are making sewage. Yeah, they are. They can't go to purification node. They have to go to this water treatment unit. So I'm wondering if we're going to have, like, the next two are just going to use water treatment units, or is it going to be, like, a level 5 to the purification node, or what? So we'll see what comes with that, right? I did do some messing around with trying to incorporate the zircon effluent from the purification node and test area. That's those red ones back there you see. And then the purification unit right here. Some folks in the Discord were talking about that. It was pretty cool. It was a very cool design someone had of recycling that and using the splitter converger prio to do it. Very neat. It was really cool. But I'm not exactly sure how it works, and I haven't really sat down to figure it out yet. So I'm not really too sure I'm going to. Let me explain. Bald Falk actually explained how to do it off rip, and I was like, my goat. And then I tried it, and I was like, oh, this makes cancel signs on my shit. So you know how I feel about cancel signs. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Very ridiculous restriction I put on myself. But thankfully, we don't have to make it. We don't have to produce at maximum resource usage, so it's fine. Okay, let's go to Jingyu. Now, you might notice something's different about Jingyu Valley, okay? And this is part of what I worked on last night. And by notice something's different, everything's gone. I have finally gotten over my plants belong in Jingyu. They do belong here, but they don't have to be here, okay? Now, Cuprium needs to stay in Markerstone. I'm not messing with that, all right? That's a whole beast. But what I might do, I'm gonna come back here. What I might do in my next setup video, I always tell people, like, oh, if you want to place those pumps down, you have to come up to this corner and do it, right? You have to come up here and place the pumps down because the people are in the way. I don't like telling people to do that. It's not because it's hard to do or something. Placement is too high. It's not because it's like hard to do. It's just that if somebody has to fix it themselves, it's really janky. So I think what I'm gonna do is for those last two up there, 'cause I think the third one you can place with no issue. For the third fluid pump, I think I'm gonna tell you it's conduit. Bring it in through a conduit over here, like at this bridge. Either at that bridge or from your mining nodes up here, just because it already has a line, right? Anywhere you already have a line at, a power line, just bring it in from there, right? That's what I think. Oh, one last thing about my little experiment with the fluid and solids is that I'm confident in what I did, but if someone is like, hey, that's not correct, and they can prove it, I am more than happy to change that. I think that'd be really cool, actually, if I thought I got it right, and I got almost right, but someone who knows more than me gets it right, you know, and can correct me on that. So I'm hoping to see what that turns into, but I also don't really know where to like post that to get those kind of people. So I hope the regulars in the Discord find it and sit through 40 minutes, or the TLDR. I think the TLDR kind of encapsulates the video more than anything. Okay, let's talk about Wuling. Wuling got giant, a massive redo, okay? Now, first off, you know I absolutely love my SCW setup. I'm in love with this, and it's kind of like the cornerstone of Wuling City, so this is staying. What is it? What does Arflinier and their people call it? The CIAC? A core area... Wait, core, CAICA, Core Automated Industry Complex Area. That's what this place is actually called. Yeah, Core AIC area. Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. So we moved all planters here. All planters are now here. Separator cores are here. That's it. That was everything from Yingling Pass, or Jingyu Valley. The old Sky King Flats, right? So first off, we did this. Very, you know my whole thing about not liking the daisy chain of planters unless I have to do it. So we got I call this the bug planter because it looks like a bug. And there's two of them. I did this purely because I had the space too. There's not much else to put back here. And I want this to look kind of decent, like a little nicer, so that's why this looks like this. But I like it a lot. Might do something with this conduit. I'm still not quite sure. I might just run a long ass pipe down here because this is not 80 meters, right? That's not 80 meters. So I might just run a long ass pipe down here instead and split it. That actually might be really cool. I don't really have a long ass pipe anywhere anymore. Okay, over here we got the sand leaf shredder. Oh, this is also the powder. This is also unnecessary. This is the powder for overflow. So if I ever don't need overflow, this can just overgo. I'm sorry. So sand leaf powder is made here now, just like right in the middle. Cute little setup. Nothing much to it. Just looks good. Kind of does a nice little silhouette, right? Okay. Over here we have sand leaf itself. We only need 2 because the third one is being powdered right there. And sent out to its 3 outputs here in the base for the SCW batteries. Opted to not do the corner. I had the corner, but it looks kind of weird, so I ended up doing this little T-shape. I like it a lot more. I actually initially had the depot bus section going all the way to the bottom because another one can fit here. But I didn't like that. I didn't like how that looked. I feel like the plant should be a little more open. But I wanted them in the corner as well, so I don't know. Maybe I should have like turned this sideways like this. I don't know. It's staying like this for now. This is my zipline carousel. I was like, man, what looks like flying? Oh, the little puff, the Jinkout puff seed. But then I just kind of let it go. So I need to move this. I don't even like this thing being here. I'll show you a quick tip. You want to know how to do this? Here, a little quick tip for you. This is what you do. You put a converger down. What? Give me a 3x3. There we go. Alright. Put your converter down, you wrap it around into itself. And then you can put down whatever item you want, like in the depot loader, or you can do it by doing like a protocol stash, right? You run the belt in, and you put the item in, and let it go. Oh, turn this off. Put it in storage mode and let it go out, right? And then you add it to the belt. You let it go in. Then you can delete it, delete your splitter or converger, and voila, now you have a carousel. Boom. And if you wanted to get it spaced, you gotta wait, or you can do, like, you don't want to put all 3 in unless you want a full belt, but like, you would wait and like delete a segment to stop it and get it lined up. Anyway. Separated cores are here. I wanted the gas to do like this framing thing, but I couldn't really get it exactly how I wanted it. This is the best we're gonna get, I think. I think it looks okay. I like this. I like the 7 belts in. You know, I always love a good 7 belt in. I moved the shredding, the Farium shredder, the Farium powder shredders, and the extra SEW were just in the way here. Especially because I wanted to use the pack here, since I knew this was going to use 6 of the same thing. I mean, these all use 6 as well, but I just felt like this looked better of having them uniform, especially because I didn't want to have to use 2 conduits for Energen, so. Which I also now have to use all of my Energen. I was like, oh, how much Energen is here? Oh, enough, I guess. So Energen is at full use now. All 4 of them are in use, so. Shredder, Farium Shredder, I did this little neat design. I did this one a few times in Marker Stone. When I had to go around corners, I would do the stacking. But on my baby account, I was doing something like this. Because I was like, God, man, Valley 4. Valley 4 is actually not as bad as I remember. I actually kind of like Valley 4 doing it again. But I just thought that this kind of looks cool. So I put this in. Did not like that I needed 2 pylons. But, I mean, whatever, bro. I have, what, 322 protocol capacity? Like, I'm fine. Oh, SEW. Let's go across. You can see I'm trying to hide my Forge of the Sky setup. What will my friends say? Alright. Hold on one second, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, so SEW just got turned horizontal. It's now horizontal to the rim. It's just out of the way. Overflow got moved up and then down a little bit, but overflow is just here now. But the main thing I did that I am so proud of, that I like a lot, is the Forge of the Sky. I took a note, took a page from all the other blueprint, not all of them, but a lot of the blueprint people, like Arflinier, Net, I think Seal does it too, of just having your pipes go straight in because you have your forges up here. I didn't do it on purpose. I just was like, hey, wait a second. If I have all my forges up against the edge now, I should just like have the water run in. Like, there's no reason to use conduits right now. So I opted for that. So what's going on here? So for one, let me show you something. If do I even still have it? I don't think I still have it, do I? Okay, I do. Hell yeah. I don't think I have this version anymore though. So this was the initial version. All right. So you see how the pipe, the pipes are like real sterile. They're nice and uniform. They all do the same thing. But that was bugging me. The sterile pipes repeating, it looks great, but I don't like it that much for certain things. So like Cuprium, it looks great. I think it looks great at Cuprium. But here, I was like, I don't really like this. Because it already looks really funky. So like, why do I try to make them look nice? Also, I freaking hate protocol sashes. They've never done anything to me. I just hate using them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But what was really getting me was this gas dispersing unit being off one. Okay, this was annoying me. And the conduits. I did not want 3 conduits here. I was like, bro, they're moving 6. What do I need 3 conduits for? I gotta get rid of this. Okay, so this is where I like settled at first, and then, all right, that's the updated version, so I don't have that anymore. Do I have the? Okay, no, I don't have it. So I was like, this is kind of cool, man, but I don't know. Something about this just seems like too, I don't know, sterile. Like, it just seems real sterile. So what I ended up doing was I made what called crazy pipes. They were a little too crazy, okay? They had a lot going on. But I really, really, really wanted this Energen line to not be 3 conduits, okay? And that presented a massive problem because of, where is it? Nope, not that. That either. Because of this guy right here, this third one. Okay, so the other ones, there's enough space because of the sides right here, this side and this side. There's enough space to get this line from being down here. I don't think I have the old versions anymore. I was just running pipes different ways and getting this line so that I could remove the conduit outlet and go straight up, because I am never, if I don't have to, I am not using belt bridges. Okay, I'm just not using. I don't know what it is. I don't have. They didn't hurt me, much like protocol sashes. I just try not to use them unless I absolutely have to. Like here, absolutely have to. Okay, I can't really not use it without doing something stupid. So, but you may notice that about the builds. There's very few belt bridges and pipe bridges. Oh, I don't think there's any pipe bridges at all in any of this. But anyway, so it was really annoying to shout at me because I was like, bro, I gotta figure this out, right? Like, I can't have this. So, it took a whole redo of the protocol stash and moving the gas dispersing unit and this protocol stash. I needed another way in. So the big problem was back here. Okay, so what you see here is this 3-way splitter, right? So what we do at the water is you take 3 pumps, you split 1 2 ways. So this each pump makes 2 water, right? So if you split it, you send 2 to each other pump. So this is a 3 line, this is a 3 line, right? So you can supply 3 buildings. So that comes straight down, 1 forge, 2 forge, 3. That's 3 buildings, right? However, over here, I couldn't get that same thing replicated. I was stuck with this. So if I put this pipe splitter here, right, it goes down and over, and then this one would go like up. Oh, whoops, it can't go up. It can go up and to the left, but then another pipe can't go up to here. And I refuse to run pipes outside the base, right? Don't ask what's going on there. I refuse to run pipes outside, so I was like, fuck, man, how do I get this in? And you know I'm not doing cancels, so I'm not just gonna do a split here and then a split here, right? And then go down and then let it go in. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So it really took a lot to figure this out. And I eventually came to moving this protocol stash is what I had to do. I didn't have enough space because I also couldn't run it through a pipe through here and do a split because this is in the way. This belt isn't in the way. I can move it back, but I can't do a three-way split, so this would overfill and then spill out, and that means a cancel sign, and we can't have cancel signs, now can we? I also couldn't do like a pipe splitter up here because I needed to do a three-way split, right? So I couldn't do like, oh, one goes here, and then another split. So what I ended up doing though is that concept. This is what saved it. The concept, but a 1, 2, 3. So 2 go to the right, 1 goes down, and then this one splits from 2 to 1 down into the forge. It took me like 2 hours this morning, bro. I was supposed to go grocery shopping. I did, but I was like, oh my god. It was bugging me. I had to fix it. Other little things. Is this in the... Yeah, so the protocol stat... Wait, I need the other one. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. It's already fixed it. Okay, I already fixed it in the other NCAD. These protocol stashes were annoying the piss out of me, bro. I hate using protocol stashes, so I had to get rid of those, so I just ended up moving these down. I have space, right? So I just did depot loaders. I thought about moving these over, but something I told myself I'm not going to do is, like, I'm not going to build things that look like I tried to build something goofy, okay? So, if I were to move these depot loaders over, it looks like I moved them over for the sake of moving them over, because, like, why did you move it over, right? As opposed to, like, this depot loader is right here because that's the first place it can go, and it's lined up on the corner, right? Like, that's what I mean. Like, I could make this line anywhere into this port, but I like that it frames like this, right? But this looks like, okay, that makes sense. Whether I put it here, or in the middle, or up here, it kind of doesn't matter as long as they all kind of look the same, you know? But then I did like this, where I had this coming from the top down, and I was like, that looks stupid, because the carbon's going in here, and then it's coming out up here? But why did I do it here, though? I don't know, it looked good. Like, it's the middle, and just it being the middle and having nowhere to go kind of justified it in my head. But I refused to do this. I was like, that looks stupid, because none of the other ones are like that. So, well, you know, my rules are my rules, and they don't make any sense. Another thing I really want to do was the middle to middle belly belt. I don't know, that's what I call it. The middle is the belly. The belly input and output. I don't think I've ever said that, but I call it the belly to belly. Which I asked one of my friends when we were hanging out at the vacation. I was like, Kyle, you ever been like belly to belly with another man? And he just looked at me like, have I? Do you know who you're talking to? And I was like, excuse me, I didn't know you were belly to belly with another man. Me and my friends are very gay. It's okay. And I mean that literally. Not like, me and my friends are gay. Like, we're very gay. Yeah, so I wanted to do like the belly to belly belts. I do like having the middle between the seed picking and planting unit. I just think that looks cool. It also just lets me always have the option to have a planting unit like this, where I'm like, oh god, I have to now fix all of them being side by side. The forges were kind of annoying because I did have to use a protocol stash. Bro, unless I move all of this down and then take this depot die, and how many do I have? Yeah, I got like 7. I got 8. And make another depot bus up here to deposit into, I was not getting rid of these protocol stashes, and I just like, I'm losing it. I'm just gonna use them. I don't care. They're just gonna be there. Luckily, they look good where they are. Let's go look at them. They look good in there. They kind of nestled in, so it's okay. They mess with my power though. I ended up having like 2 power lines gone because I could put one of these like here and here. They could share, but now I have to add 2 more back. Dadgummit, man. So anyway, that's my forge. This is probably the build I'll have going into 1.5 because I thought I was going to use Wuling City, as I talked about in a previous video, to do all of the event stuff, right? And we saw the event in the 1.5 and I talked about it. I'm not trying to set anything up because I don't know for sure what they are doing and if that's going to be the most efficient way, right? So I'm just waiting to see when it comes out. It's not going to take me long to figure it out anyway, so whatever. But I wanted to move all this up. We're going to use Jingu Valley in 1.5. So 1.5, I'll do a new setup video, right? And for the most part, waters kind of stay the same. I think there's like 2 extra pumps back there somewhere. Marker Stone stays the same, but I'll probably put it out anyway for people to redo it into the new version. Yeah, they will just have to redo it. It's not that bad, though. And then because you don't have to do all the water, you got to change like 2 water pipes this time instead of doing all the water. At Yingling Pass, that does change, and that is more complicated. It's not just connect all your Zirigen. But I might do a version of just like, bro, connect all your Zirigen and I'll do it for you. Like, I don't really want people messing with that shit, because splitters, convergers are really hard for some people, and I don't want you coming into my freaking Discord thread asking me, what do I do wrong with my water or my Zirigen? And I could have just did it for you, right? Like, there's no need for all that. I'm just going to do it for you. But not for myself. I hate pipe control ports now. There's something else I was talking about. Oh, okay, the water pipes up here. Okay, so you might notice these water pipes look real funky. So I hate this. I hate when a pipe comes down. Let me show you. I don't like this. I don't like this in my builds. Now, this is not at anyone else. I just want to make sure I preface this. This is like a purely me thing. I don't like when I have to do this. Like, down and then curve it somewhere. I hate that. I don't like that at all. I had a couple of wraparounds where it wrapped back, so like this one, but longer. I don't really like that either, but it's better than the zigzag. And I didn't like having... So, like, one ziggle-zag is fine. Like, this is fine. But I ended up having, like, 3 stacked on each other over here, and I was like, oh my god, I hate this. So what I did is I broke them out a little bit, because I normally put them in like groups of 3, but I was like, man, fuck it. How can I get this lined up? Put it on the bridge. I've messed with you, lordy. Back at 1.1, I messed with this bridge, and if you could put pumps on it and you can run like lines over it, I did a lot in 1.1 with this, so I knew I could put this here, and it lined up perfectly. But I had to get Gosha to approve this pipe. Alright, I gotta get a couple of Gosha approvals this time around. So that's what I got here. So all my pipes are nice and straight except that one. And it cannot not be nice and straight. And so it looks like this. And that's how it's gonna look. Now I had to call in Gosha for this motherfucker because bruh. So I had the fluid gas transmitting unit like right here in the corner, right? This is where it was. And I was like, wait a second. Didn't that dude in the Discord or on Reddit, I don't know, I stopped looking at Reddit for this game because it's annoying the shit out of me, but I was like, didn't somebody do some like goofy ass pipes? Hold on, I have that picture. I sent it to my best friend. Where is it? My brother messaged me. I can find it. Where's he been? Alright, he'll tell me about it later. Let me look. So from me, my best friend, I'm gonna play some Marvel Rivals today. I'm actually really excited. From me has image. Yeah, I sent him these crazy pipes. Alright, where is it? It was over the weekend. Apparently my best friend is like really handsome. Really hot. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. He just looks like Tony to me. It's actually really funny to me. I'm like, he just looks like a dude. Oh my god, I did send him this, right? Where did I send it? Where is it? 18. Him with them glasses on. Hey, yo, where? Oh, I showed it to him on my phone. Hold on, let me go to Google Photos. That's right, I didn't send it to him in Discord. Photos. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at this shit, bro. This was frying the fuck out of me. I was like, what in the hell is going on here? So, like, it's illegal, obviously illegal, right? Getting up there, but really cool. But they have the pipes, like the cuprium going all the way down, and then the game just like, I can't handle this. I think it's because it's going over the AIC thing. I don't know. But it's like little pipe segments, and I was like, bro, this is Giga Gosha. Like the goblins, the chief goblins approved this shit, dude. Crazy. So that's like one thing. But anyway, I had saw someone mention that like, oh, you can put the transmitting units out there, the fluids. I don't know if you can do solid though. Let me see. Because you can do it for, oh, solid can go out there too. But you can't run belts out there. That's the problem, right? So I don't even know if you can put it like on the edge. Can you put it on the edge? No, you can't. So you don't get the arrows for belts when you put it outside. So you can't run a belt out. Oh, the ports just closed. That's funny. But any fluid stuff can be done out there. I've seen a lot of builds of people doing the the piping outside. Like you can put a crucible out there too, but you have to do only fluids. So I was like, hey, wait a second, man, can't I just like put this up here? So I originally had it up here. I did a bunch of stuff, but now I have it illegally up here. Not illegally, but it's just up here. It looks really funny. This is legal. There's white space down there for you to put it down. But I thought it looked really funny of like, damn, I don't give a fuck about Aquagen, huh? Man, I've been cussing all morning. I'm sorry. I think I changed my Aquagen farm, but like, who the fuck cares about Aquagen farm? But yeah, so and then in the back I just have the conduits. This is the conduits for, or these are the conduits for overflow. Let me see. 2 of these are for overflow. Oh, and then this is for the powder for the overflow. So that's what these 3. That's kind of why I put them back here. And Seto sent me some illegal zip lines that he found. It's like, hell yeah, thank you. So anyway, that's the build. That's the redo. It looks really good. I still like the factory look I'm going for. I'm trying to make it look like a factory instead of just like some mess. Because I'm very prone to just making a mess. That's what I originally did. I ain't doing all that. So that's the end of the yap. I don't know what I'm doing next. You'll hear about it. Well, we're prepping for 1.5 in a week, so I may not do too much besides some minor tweaks. I'm not going to release blueprints yet. You know, it's still taking like a week to get blueprints because I get like, screenshots. I got to figure out what all is new. But I don't think it's going to take as long as 1.4 did, and I won't make as many changes after the fact. I will definitely have things ready to roll as soon as possible for the event. Normally the event isn't too long. I mean, not too long. It isn't too bad to set stuff up, so it should only take me like a few days to get it set up, depending on when it releases. And I will have blueprints out, and the factory is being made with that in mind this time. So some of you suffered through my 1.2 stuff where I had to do like entire base rebuilds midway through. Man, that shit was crazy. Which is why there was like 3. Where's 1.2 at? Hold on. Where's that thing at? I'm not gonna find it. Yeah, I will. Where is it? Where's Docs? Where's my Google Docs? I love my Google Docs. I think of like my build isn't really like great as in terms of like it doesn't do anything better than anyone else's. I think it looks better. I may say it looks better. That's very subjective, right? I think it looks good. And the setup isn't really easier. Oh, and we did split the double sharing planter. We did split that out. Like, Marker Stone's kind of a pain in the ass to set up, right? But I think what I do well that brings people to my build, well, for one, I know, because you all have told me, is the setup guide being a very helpful, like, for new people who may not know. It's like, oh, I can, by doing it with you, showing you, it's like, oh, I can do that? Oh, that's this? Oh, that's that? And I kind of drop my little hints of stuff, right? Like, holding control and stuff like that. I keep doing that. But honestly, I think the best thing I do is my documentation. Having all this stuff. But anyway, hold on for a second. So this is all my 1.2 stuff. So this was like, what is this? This was 1.2 something. And then full head of night. Nope, that was a continuation. But there's like event, yeah, P1, P2. So this is the original 1.2. God, I think it was full to the brim, bro. Look at that. And then, yeah, because I did a lot of Marker Stone. Marker Stone was like upside down. I need to flip this image. And then the P1 Jade Gourd event came. Yeah, it was such a pain in the ass, I didn't even do pictures for it. And then P2 came, and that was also a pain in the ass, I didn't do pictures for it. There's NCADs, right? Yeah, but I don't think there's a map, was there? Oh, I did do a map. Okay. Nice. Where's Marker Stone at then? Because Marker Stone was the one that got slammed through all the. I'm surprised I did a picture for this. I wore myself out in this thing, man. Yeah, there's my thing I did. Is that phase? This is phase 2, right? Yeah. So phase 1. I think I ended up changing phase 2 midway through because it was a lot. But let me see. Do I have? Is phase 1 the one where I did it really weirdly in the bottom? No. Phase 1 is weird. You see how, look at this. Do y'all see why I'm so glad to have so much space? Because this is what the fuck I was doing. God, I am cussing up a storm. Look at these belt bridges I had. Bruh. Not like the belt bridges, the pipe bridges. Bruh. But you can kind of see what's cool about this. You can see how my build progressed to what it is now, and like things I learned and started doing and all that stuff. But look at this. Look at this. What am I doing here, bro? What am I doing? Crazy. What am I doing? Anyway, it's been a long journey. We won't have to do all that now because we have all of Jingyu free. So that's where we're gonna do everything for the event, and then we'll leave it empty. Okay, that's enough of my yapping for 35 minutes. Thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later.